Rain on the roof. When the sky is covered with dark clouds and it starts raining, have you ever listened to the patter of soft rain on the roof? What thoughts flashed through your mind as you heard this melody of nature? Read the poem to find out what the poet dreamed of while listening to the rain. Before you start reading this poem, you can consider these questions. And you can also prepare some beautiful lines regarding your experience when it rains. Rain on the Roof. The title itself makes us aware that the poem is about the rain. In this poem, the poet is telling us about the memories he has of the rain. The sound of the raindrops falling on the roof of his house brings back sweet memories of the past. Let's read the first stanza and explain it in detail. When the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears. What a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. Before we explain the stanza, let's consider some words and its meanings. Humid, something which is full of moisture. Shadows refers to the moisture-laden clouds which cast a shadow on the earth. Hover, move around something. Melancholy, sad. Bliss, happiness. Patter, sound of raindrops falling on the roof. Cottage chamber, which means the bedroom. Now let's explain the meaning of the first stanza. In the first stanza, the poet is saying that when the humid shadows hover, which means when the sky is full of dark clouds which are moisture laden, are full of water, and are about to bring rain, when such clouds hover around in the sky over all the starry spheres. Here, starry spheres refers to the sky at night time, which is full of stars. That time, we can see huge clouds which are full of moisture move around in the sky. And also the sad darkness of the night is wiped off by the raindrops. The raindrops which seem like tears falling from the sky. The poet is comparing raindrops to tears. And he also says that the dark sky, which seems to be very sad, it appears as if it is crying, and the raindrops are the tears shed by it. In this stanza, the poet also adds that it is a blessing to lie on the bed in his room and listen to the sound made by raindrops falling on the roof. Let's get into the next stanza. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart, and 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being start. And 1,000 recollections weave their air threads into woof as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. Tinkle. The word means that short, light ringing sound. Shingles, which means rectangular wooden tiles used on roofs. Echo, which means repeated sound. Woof, that is the thread woven across the loom. Patter, sound of raindrops falling on the roof. Busy being refers to human beings, and here the poet is referring to himself. Let's check the second stanza in detail. The poet is expressing his feelings when he hears the raindrops falling on the rooftop of his house. He says that every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart. The poet says that whenever he hears rain falling on the rooftop, the sound repeats in his heart. And in his dreams, he has many different fanciful imaginations. The poet also adds that this sound of the rain falling on the rooftop creates many new different dreams in his mind. The poet recollects many memories of the past, which come back into his mind as dreams. So he says that as he listened to the patter of the rain upon the roof, he has many new dreams in his mind, and the memories of the past come back in the form of dreams. Now let's get into the concluding stanza of the poem. Now in memory comes my mother, as she used in years agone to regard the darling dreamers ere she left them till the dawn. Oh, I feel her fond look on me as I list to this refrain, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. Let's familiar with the words in the final stanza. E-R-E, pronounced as eh. It is an old poetic word used instead of before. Another word, dawn, which means daybreak. Next word, list. It is an old poetic word used instead of listen. Next word, refrain, which means a repeated part of a song or a poem. Here, refrain means that the sound of the rain, the repeating sound of the rain, that is refrain. In the final stanza, we can see that the poet introduces his mother. He says that he is dreaming of his mother. As he had told in the previous stanza that rain brings memories of the past, it is actually the memory of his mother who is no longer alive. In the past, she used to love him a lot. She used to consider him a darling, and she would let him sleep till daybreak and have sweet dreams. The poet can still feel that his mother is looking at him as he listened to the song made by the raindrops falling on the rooftop of his room. Finally, we can reach into conclusion that the sound of the rain makes the poet correlate his past with his present. That is why the poet is moved by the sound of the raindrops on the shingles of his room. Whenever the poet hears this sound, it brings back memories of the past, and he is especially reminded of his mother. My dear children, in this video, we have discussed some beautiful lines of Skinny. In this poem, Rain on the Roof, the poet has used many poetic devices. Let's discuss all the poetic devices in the next video. That's all for today's class. Thanks all for attending this session.